In 1986, after 26 years of delivering pizza, Domino's decided that it needed a hook, a way to attract more customers to the idea of ordering their pizza. So they hired advertising agency Group 243 to create a mascot they could use to get more eyes on their pies. Group 243 reached out to Will Vinton Studios, known for their claymation work like the California Raisins, to sketch out and animate commercials featuring this character. The result? The Noid, an impish man in red spandex with long bunny-like ears. The Noid himself was a physical representation of all the problems that come with delivering pizzas in 30 minutes or less. The character was pretty popular for a while, receiving quite a bit of merch, a proposed Saturday morning cartoon that didn't end up happening, due to complaints that it was merely an advertising ploy, and a video game on the NES called Yo Noid. Yes, the Noid was on top of the pizza empire. That is, until January 30th, 1989. It was just another typical lunch period at a Domino's in Chamblee, Georgia. That's when 22-year-old Kenneth Lamar Noid entered the restaurant armed with a gun and held 2 employees hostage for over 5 hours. Noid was convinced that Domino's owner Tom Monaghan was using the Noid character as a way to personally insult and attack him, even insisting that Monaghan had been breaking into his apartment to, quote, look around. Noid forced the employees to call Domino's headquarters and demanded $100,000 in a white limousine as a getaway vehicle. Famished from the ordeal, Noid became hungry and forced the employees to make him 2 pizzas. While eating said pizzas, Noid had placed the gun in his lap. Seizing this opportunity, the hostages escaped out the door to freedom, with Noid surrendering himself to the police shortly after. Noid would be charged with kidnapping, aggravated assault, extortion, and possession of a firearm during a crime. However, after pleading insanity, he was found not guilty. After the incident, Kenneth Noid would spend several months in a mental institution before eventually taking his own life on February 23, 1995, at the age of 28. The incident was shocking and did irreparable damage to the Noid ad campaign and Domino's as a whole. But contrary to popular belief, Domino's didn't retire the character right away. They used him for just a bit longer before quietly retiring the character in 1991. After this, Domino's went a little over a year without a mascot. But it wouldn't be long until the Noid's replacement showed up. In late December of 1992, Domino's rolled out its new Something for Nothing campaign. Gone was the Noid and his pizza-destroying antics, and in his place was a hip, sunglasses-wearing, talking Domino named Donnie and his friend Dottie. Dottie only appeared a few times in the ads, however, while Donnie was the face of the campaign, appearing in every commercial. The company used the 2 characters from late 1992 to sometime in 1994, with both Donnie and Dottie getting their share of merchandise, with plush, PVC figures, and shirts being made of the 2 characters.
You want to talk about a great pizza?
It's from Domino's.
And it's thin.
We're talking thin.
It's crispy, crackly.
Totally crunchy.
And check this out.
The pieces are square.
Square?
It's called Domino's.
Crunchy, thin crust.
Pizza.
It's thin.
Great pizza!
Say what?
Order a large thin crust pizza with 2 toppings.
And get any medium 1-topping pizza.
Great!
The best.
You love it.
Oh, yeah.
Something for nothing. With free delivery.
When you call Domino.
You're gonna love me for telling you about it.
Once the characters were retired in 1994, Domino's went several years without a mascot at all, instead using various creative ads to sell their pizza and other products to hungry customers.
Next up, the 1995 Air Show's Precision Jet with a double barrel.
And I thought their pizza was something.
Gotta be Domino's! Buffalo wings!
They're spectacular! In hot, mild, and out barbecue sauce. Call for any pizza and get a full order of our new chicken wings for $3.99.
Gotta be Domino's! Buffalo wings!
But in May of 1998, they introduced another mascot, one designed specifically to appeal to young kids. This mascot was an action figure named Dr. Cravin. His goal was to intercept the pizzas being delivered and take them for himself, leading to disastrous results.
We join the evil Dr. Cravin as he intercepts another Domino's pizza.
Just call me the deep dish delinquent. Domino, so delicious. The pizza will be mine. Just in time. Hand over the pie, you punctual poor. I'll get you next time.
A crushing defeat for Dr. Cravin.
That's gonna leave a mark.
At least for now.
The Dr. Cravin campaign was created by the CME agency, the same agency who helped Dairy Queen create the DQ Blizzard back in 1985. In an article from website Kidscreen in January of 1999, CME's VP and account supervisor, Lance Crane, talked about the campaign and how it came about. CME's goal with the campaign was to create buzz with advertising that would get kids talking, update their thoughts on Domino's, and motivate them to ask for the company by name.
Again, we find Dr. Cravin in hot pursuit of Domino's pizza.
Must have Domino's. There it is. Giddy up, my star-spangled pony. So close. The cheese of life. Be still, my quivering taste buds. Blast! Rubbish.
The sweet smell of success eludes Cravin. Once again.
The company did research into what shows and movies kids were into at the time, and found that the most popular included the following elements: strong storylines with unexpected twists, unusual and rebellious characters, physical comedy, and low-tech production values that seem cool in a high-tech world. To test our creative concepts with kids, the Domino's team produced a video using a borrowed camcorder, an action figure, duct tape, and a '75 Buick. The result was a campy execution so low-tech, it looked like a home video shot from a kid's perspective, said Crane in the article. We learned kids love Dr. Cravin and the physical humor that's such a part of his story. They also concluded Domino's pizza must be desirable and delicious, the delivery person is unstoppable, so they'll definitely get their pizza, and Domino's is ultimately cool.
Again, Dr. Cravin attempts to round up a Domino's pizza.
Move it, you bumbling bovine. Go, 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 it's Domino's. Oh, the savory sauce. Move, you humdrum heifer. Go, go, go. Ow, ow. This is most foul.
A fragrant finale for Dr. Cravin.
Squishy underwear. Quite unpleasant.
The article concludes with Crane stating that Dr. Cravin is extremely likable among kids, and that, not surprisingly, with results like this, it's full speed ahead. You'll see more of Dr. Cravin's antics in 1999. That final line stood out to me as rather interesting, because the campaign only ever had 3 ads, all aired in May of 1998. But at the time the article was written, more ads were clearly planned. I say this because at the very end of the article is a random transcript for a 4th Dr. Cravin commercial called Dog. It states that the ad is 60 seconds long, making it double the length of the other ads. This transcript appears nowhere else online, and its existence at the bottom of this article perplexes me. Maybe it was meant to tease consumers about future adventures for the character, but I'm not sure. But this definitely implies the existence of other ads featuring the character that either never aired or just simply weren't produced. But while we're on the subject of lost or possibly unproduced commercials, this leads me to something else I want to talk about. The thing that caused me to make this video in the first place. A lost educational film called Dr. Cravin's Formula for Great Storytelling. Distributed to American elementary schools sometime in 1999, it was meant to teach kids how to write their own stories. The video was 15 minutes long and centered around Dr. Cravin chasing after a pizza while demonstrating various storytelling techniques. TVA Media Group, who produced the commercial, stated that it was viewed in over 50,000 schools and approximately 5.5 million people had seen it. As of me writing this video, the film has never surfaced online, though there have been efforts to locate a copy. In 2020, Lost Media Wiki user TerradaxD001 posted about the film and stated that they were trying to get a copy from their local library system, which, with the way their library system worked, reportedly would try every library in the country until they could get a copy. But this search proved fruitless, with Pterodax D001 having no updates since on their efforts since 2022. However, also in 2022, Reddit user IDKShitABTFuck posted a photo on the Lost Media subreddit of the tape itself. The user stated that they were helping a relative sort through items to take to Goodwill when they found it. The user also clarified that their relative was a teacher for 30 years, so it seems that they received the tape and just simply held on to it, rather than returning it. The user said they would pop it into a VHS player and transfer it when they had a chance, but they never did, and have not returned to Reddit since leaving a comment further clarifying their plans to rip the tape. It's been 2 years since then, and at this point, I kinda doubt they will return with a ripped version of the film. I don't think all hope is necessarily lost though. I looked up the film myself on WorldCat, a global library system, and there are currently 2 copies, both in libraries in Illinois. So it's definitely possible the film could surface online one day. In addition to the video, a writing contest, known as Domino's Pizza's Dr. Craven Storytelling Contest, was held. 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade classrooms across the country were invited to compete. Classes were to complete a partially written Dr. Craven story after they completed lessons in a storytelling kit that had been distributed to teachers. The winning class in each school received a pizza party, as well as Dr. Craven action figures for each student in the class, while the winning student, out of a combined 13,300 entries nationally, would win a trip to Walt Disney World for themselves and 4 friends or family members. I tried to find one of these Dr. Craven figures to show off in this video, however, aside from this one photo, I was unable to find any other photos of it, and no listings for the item are currently online. It's also currently unknown if the figure was available outside of the school contest. While this has never been confirmed or denied, the Dr. Craven ads remind me a lot of Action League Now, which were stop-motion animated shorts starring action figures that aired on Nickelodeon's Kablam in the late 90s. These shorts were very popular with kids and remain very fond memories for those of us who remember them. So I can totally see Domino's latching onto the show and using the general idea of toys interacting with objects in the real world as a basis for the ads. Unfortunately, Dr. Craven just wasn't long for this world, and he disappeared entirely after the educational video and contest in 1999. After the Dr. Craven ad campaign was retired, Domino's quickly had a replacement ready to go in May of 2000. Bad Andy. Conceived for Domino's by the Jim Henson Company and built by Animax Designs, Bad Andy was a Domino's employee, albeit a terrible one. In the ads, he would often go out of his way to annoy his coworkers. He would fake being sick to get out of delivering pizzas, using the cores from the heatwave bags to make a sauna, and attempt to persuade his coworkers to roll the dough with a rolling pin instead of doing it by hand. Andy wasn't exactly popular at the time, and the main reason being, he's the epitome of a coworker everyone hates. He was lazy, he took shortcuts, and he would fake being sick to get out of work. And when sales started to decline towards the end of 2000, Domino's named Bad Andy as one of the reasons, and he was quickly put out to pasture. Ever since then, Domino's hasn't really had another mascot, opting instead to just use people in their ads. And it seems to have worked pretty well. But one can only hope that another bizarre mascot will one day appear from this company. Hey everyone, Seeker here. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If you wish to support me in the channel, I'll have links to my Ko-Fi and my Patreon on the cards to the right, as well as in the description down below. Take care everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video.